A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the BYU Cougars, taking on last year's national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get first crack at it today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. Because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
He's in open space downfield. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lacey. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's McMillan. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lacey. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. So BYU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. BYU right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Here's a hit. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it. Linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee.
There he goes. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Buckmeyer. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Gets it to him on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd down. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Cougars want to move quickly. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Back open in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Hold it, finds his man on the left. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the ground, it's Martin. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. Inside the touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
A 3rd down try for the offense. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the returner will be dragged down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively.
Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. Nice move there. Fighting off the defender. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give out of the gun. At the 45 on its way. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Buckmeyer. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive line when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The official says no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bachmeier. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch inside the 25. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature him, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push him vertical, push him to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. And it's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Cougars! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Lacey. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Saunders. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Bachmeier. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. BYU lines up quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, and give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's McMillan. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He's topped 150 yards on the ground. 18 Nittany Lion backs have gone for 2K. They've had some great names in history. Franco Harris, Lydell Mitchell, John Cappelletti, Saquon. Maybe this guy's going to be remembered among those legends.
Man, that's crazy to go back and think about those guys and those kind of playmakers coming from one school. I want to be the next guy. That's why you want to go to Penn State, to put your name on that list.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
He'll set up to throw. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second. And the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 28 over Kent State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Right on the money. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Lofts one high and deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their 1st pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Kick is in the air. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did, and David
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Handoff from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, BYU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Got the quick completion. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Pulls it in with one hand. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Saunders. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Off play action. Steps away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's McMillan. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll go right back to it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Makes the grab.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. Nothing but green grass down the middle. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick. Touchdown, BYU! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger and put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Caught behind the line. It's Saunders. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Catch in the middle, it's Hagan. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Quick completion on the out route. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. BYU now into the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wants to throw it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you...
Touchdown Cougars! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the Cougars just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Breaks the tackle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He leaves it with the back. Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to... Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out.